Master the art of persuasion. 18 psychological tricks on controlling any person or situation. Stoic. In today's fast-paced world, mastering the art of persuasion can be your greatest asset. Understanding the psychological principles behind human behavior allows you to influence others effectively, navigate complex situations, and build meaningful connections. These 18 psychological tricks are not about manipulation, but about enhancing communication and fostering genuine relationships. Imagine knowing exactly what to say to gain someone's trust or how to present your ideas in a way that captivates your audience. From the subtleties of body language to the strategic use of words, each technique we discuss today will provide you with powerful tools to control any person or situation. At Stoic in Your Life, we believe in the ethical application of these principles, aligning with the core teachings of Stoicism. By practicing these tricks with integrity, you can achieve your goals while promoting mutual respect and understanding. Join us as we delve into these fascinating psychological insights. Whether it's for personal growth, professional success, or improving your social interactions, these tricks will empower you to become a master of persuasion. Trick 1. Validating emotions. Validating emotions occurs when we recognize and accept another person's feelings as legitimate and understandable, regardless of whether we agree with the reasons behind those emotions. By validating others' emotions, we communicate that we value their perspective and experience, creating a safe space for authentic expression and constructive dialogue. Emotional validation plays a crucial role in conflict resolution and emotional support, as it demonstrates empathy and understanding. When people feel that their emotions are recognized, they are more likely to feel comfortable sharing deeper thoughts and feelings, thereby facilitating the resolution of misunderstandings and deepening the bond between the involved parties. To effectively validate someone's emotions, it is important to practice active listening, reflecting on what has been said, and acknowledging the expressed emotion. Simple phrases like, "It seems like that was really frustrating for you," or, "I can understand why you would feel that way," can be extremely powerful. These statements not only show that you are paying attention, but also that you care about the other person's emotional well-being. Emotional validation involves avoiding hasty judgments or attempts to immediately correct how someone should feel. The intention is not to solve the problem, but to acknowledge the person's emotional experience. This acknowledgement can be incredibly validating and healing, allowing the person to feel heard and understood, which is often the first step in overcoming emotional challenges or resolving conflicts. By embracing this approach, you mirror the Stoic principle of accepting things beyond our control and focusing on our responses, as Marcus Aurelius advised. It is crucial to apply emotional validation with sincerity. Validation that appears forced or inauthentic can have the opposite effect, leading to feelings of isolation or misunderstanding. Therefore, authenticity in emotional communication is essential. This truth is echoed by the Stoic philosopher Seneca, who emphasized the importance of genuine connections and sincerity in our interactions. Validating another person's emotions is a psychological trick that, when used in a genuine and empathetic manner, can transform relationships, promote healthy communication, and support emotional well-being. It is a powerful skill that reflects respect, care, and the ability to connect deeply with others, reinforcing that emotions are a valid and important part of the human experience. As we navigate modern life, mastering the art of emotional validation can be your key to unlocking deeper, more meaningful connections, fostering an environment of mutual respect and understanding. Incorporating these principles into your daily interactions can lead to a more harmonious and fulfilling life. By validating emotions sincerely and empathetically, you not only improve your relationships but also embody the timeless wisdom of the Stoics, who taught us to live in harmony with ourselves and others. So, the next time you encounter someone expressing their emotions, remember the power you hold in simply acknowledging their feelings. It is in these moments that true connections are forged, and the art of persuasion is mastered. Trick 2. The law of contrast. To master the art of persuasion, understanding and utilizing the law of contrast can be a game changer. This psychological principle centers on our tendency to perceive differences more vividly when two things are presented one after the other. Essentially, our brains amplify the perceived difference between two items, ideas, or situations when they are placed side by side. Let's break this down. If you place one hand in cold water and then move it to room temperature water, the room temperature water will feel significantly warmer, despite its unchanged temperature. This principle extends beyond physical sensations and into how we perceive and react to information in communication, negotiation, and marketing. For instance, in a marketing scenario, presenting a higher price before the actual price of a product makes the actual price seem more attractive by comparison, even if the second price is still relatively high. Our perception of value is not absolute, but rather relative to what we were previously shown. This principle can be incredibly influential in shaping decisions and perceptions. Applying the law of contrast effectively requires a deep understanding of the context and goals of the interaction. In negotiations, starting with higher demands can make subsequent moderate terms seem more reasonable, thus facilitating an agreement. In education, introducing a complex concept first and then simplifying it can make the simplified version more comprehensible and appreciated. However, the ethical application of the law of contrast is crucial. Misusing this principle to deceptively manipulate perceptions can lead to distrust and damage long-term relationships. Integrity and transparency should be at the core of using contrast to highlight value. As Abraham Lincoln once said, "You can fool all the people some of the time and some of the people all the time, but you cannot fool all the people all the time." The goal is to present real value clearly and fairly, using contrast to enhance its visibility and appreciation. Effective use of the law of contrast also underscores the importance of preparation and presentation. By strategically planning the sequence in which information, ideas, or offers are presented, you can better guide the perceptions and responses of your audience. This approach not only enhances the effectiveness of your communication, but also fosters a stronger, more positive connection with others. It aids in the clearer understanding and greater appreciation of the value you provide. Let's say you're selling a car. By first showing a model with fewer features at a higher price, the fully loaded model at a slightly higher price will seem like a better deal. The law of contrast helps your audience see the value in what you offer, leading to more productive interactions and satisfactory outcomes. In conclusion, the law of contrast is a potent psychological tool that, when used thoughtfully and ethically, can significantly enhance your ability to communicate, persuade, and influence. By mastering this principle, you can improve how your messages, products, or services are perceived, leading to more effective and positive engagements. How can you start applying the law of contrast in your daily interactions to achieve better results and build stronger relationships? Trick 3. The power of touch. The power of touch is a fascinating psychological trick that explores how subtle physical contact can significantly influence perception and social interaction. This principle is based on the idea that a light, appropriate touch can convey trust, empathy, and establish a deeper connection between people. In human relationships, touch serves as a powerful form of nonverbal communication, capable of expressing support, affection, and understanding without the need for words. Consider how a firm handshake, a touch on the arm during a conversation, or a warm hug can significantly increase the feeling of trust and cooperation. In a professional environment, a handshake at the beginning and end of a meeting isn't just a polite formality, but a means of establishing a more solid connection and conveying reliability. Using touch as an influence tool should be approached with sensitivity and respect for individual and cultural differences. What is considered a friendly gesture in one culture may be interpreted differently in another. It is crucial to be aware of each individual's comfort and personal boundaries, as a touch that is unwelcome or perceived as invasive can have the opposite effect, causing discomfort or withdrawal. To effectively apply the power of touch, observe and respond to the other person's nonverbal signals. This may involve starting with more reserved gestures, such as a handshake, and only proceeding to more personal forms of touch if there is clear openness and reciprocity. Consider the context of the interaction, choosing moments when a touch can be seen as a gesture of support or encouragement, such as during a compliment or when expressing gratitude. Think about a scenario in modern life. You're at a networking event, meeting potential business partners. A firm handshake and a pat on the back as you share a laugh can leave a lasting impression, making the person feel more connected to you. Similarly, in a more personal setting, offering a supportive touch on the arm of a friend who's going through a tough time can convey empathy and solidarity in a way that words sometimes cannot. Touch has been shown to release oxytocin, the bonding hormone, which fosters feelings of trust and reduces stress. Imagine the difference between a cold, impersonal interaction and one where genuine warmth and connection are felt through simple gestures. This doesn't mean one should be overly touchy. Rather, it's about knowing when and how to use touch effectively. For example, a teacher who lightly taps a student on the shoulder while praising their work can make the student feel recognized and valued, boosting their confidence and motivation. Now think about your daily interactions. How often do you use touch to communicate? Have you noticed how a friendly pat on the back can make someone smile, or how a comforting hug can ease anxiety? Reflecting on these moments can help you become more mindful of the power of touch in your own life. It's important to remember that touch should always be consensual and respectful of personal boundaries. In conclusion, when used with consideration and respect, the power of touch can be an incredibly effective tool for strengthening bonds, improving communication, and promoting a sense of connection and trust between people. Even in our increasingly digital world, tangible human connections have invaluable worth and can significantly enrich our interactions. So next time you're engaging with someone, think about how a simple, respectful touch can enhance your connection and convey the unspoken messages of support and trust. How will you use the power of touch in your interactions today? If you've watched up to this point, you're already on the path to mastering the art of persuasion. Comment below with Master Persuader to affirm your commitment to these powerful psychological tricks. Don't go anywhere. There's still a wealth of knowledge we want to share with you in this video. Stay until the end to uncover the secrets that will help you control any person or situation. Trick 4. The smile. A smile is one of the most powerful and underestimated communication tools we possess. It transcends cultural and linguistic barriers, capable of expressing joy, receptiveness, and empathy without the need for words. But we're not talking about just any kind of smile. The focus here is on the genuine smile, the one that involves not just the muscles of the mouth but also the eyes, creating the well-known crow's feet. This type of smile, often called the Duchenne smile, is universally recognized as a sign of happiness and sincerity. A genuine smile reflects a positive and open state of mind, influencing both the giver and receiver profoundly. A genuine smile has the power to disarm, create instant connections, and even alter the emotional state of the recipient. It is an external manifestation of positive emotions that, according to studies, can positively influence the mood and disposition of others, promoting an environment of positivity and openness. Moreover, smiling can be contagious, creating a chain of positive reactions that have the potential to improve not just the moment, but someone's entire day. In modern life, where stress and anxiety often prevail, a genuine smile can be a beacon of warmth and reassurance. It can turn a tense meeting into a collaborative effort or transform a casual encounter into a meaningful connection. The conscious application of a genuine smile in our daily interactions, whether in personal or professional contexts, is a simple yet profoundly effective strategy for improving the quality of our communications and relationships. It involves more than just smiling for the sake of smiling. It is an act of opening up, being vulnerable, and showing authenticity. When we sincerely smile at someone, we are saying without words that we are happy to see them, that we value their presence, and that we are open to a positive connection. This authenticity fosters trust and respect, essential components in any persuasive endeavor. It is important to remember that the smile should be used appropriately, to the context, and perceived as authentic. A forced or untimely smile can have the opposite effect to the desired one, creating distance instead of closeness. This awareness aligns with the Stoic practice of mindfulness, where one must be conscious of their actions and the impact they have on others. As Epictetus reminds us, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. Similarly, a genuine smile is a nonverbal way of showing that we are engaged and present in the moment. Therefore, it is crucial to be mindful not only of our intention when smiling, but also of the recipient's reception. A genuine smile is a master key in the art of communication, capable of opening doors and building bridges where words alone may fail. It is a reminder that even in the simplest moments, we can have a significant impact on the world around us, promoting an environment of positivity, empathy, and true human connection. By incorporating the genuine smile into our social interaction repertoire, we hold not just a psychological strategy but a gesture of kindness and humanity that enriches both the giver and the receiver. In the words of Seneca, wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for a kindness. A genuine smile embodies this principle, making it a powerful tool in the arsenal of anyone seeking to master the art of persuasion. It not only enhances our ability to influence, but also cultivates an atmosphere of mutual respect and understanding, crucial for effective and meaningful interactions in today's world. Trick 5. Curiosity. Curiosity is a powerful tool in human psychology, capable of motivating learning, exploration, and attention. To master the art of persuasion, awakening someone's curiosity can make your communication, information, or offer far more attractive and engaging. By sparking curiosity, you create an emotional hook that significantly increases attention, retention, motivation to act, and memory of the presented content. Imagine the excitement of discovering something new. This is the feeling you want to evoke in your audience. Effective use of curiosity often involves presenting an intriguing question, a surprising fact, or an incomplete story that leaves the listener wanting more. Picture a scenario where you start with a statement like, "Did you know there's a way to boost your memory by 80% in just 1 minute?" This instantly grabs attention and makes the audience eager to hear more. Techniques to awaken curiosity include using titles or introductions that provoke questioning, presenting challenges that encourage problem-solving, or gradually revealing information that keeps the audience engaged from beginning to end. As the Greek philosopher Socrates said, "Wisdom begins in wonder." Playing with the unknown and the unexpected is another key aspect of arousing curiosity. People are naturally drawn to mystery and what they do not fully understand, prompting them to seek answers and solutions. For instance, when presenting an idea, you might say, "There's one secret ingredient that can transform your daily routine. Can you guess what it is?" This technique is particularly effective in educational and marketing environments where engaging the audience is crucial for successfully transmitting a message or selling a product. It is important to balance the amount of information or the level of mystery presented. Too much uncertainty can lead to frustration or withdrawal, while too little may not be enough to arouse genuine interest. Finding the sweet spot that captures the audience's imagination is key. For example, in a marketing pitch, providing just enough detail to be intriguing but holding back some information until later in the presentation can keep the audience engaged. Mark Twain once said, "The secret of getting ahead is getting started," which aligns perfectly with sparking curiosity to prompt action. To effectively feed curiosity, it's crucial to provide a resolution or conclusion that is rewarding. Satisfying curiosity should lead to increased knowledge, a deeper understanding, or an enriching experience. This not only rewards the audience for their engagement, but also strengthens the connection between the communicator and the receiver, creating a positive memory associated with that interaction. Think of it as telling a compelling story that builds anticipation and then delivers a satisfying ending. Curiosity is a psychological trick that, when skillfully manipulated, can transform the way information is received and retained. Awakening and satisfying curiosity makes learning and communication more effective and enjoyable, promoting a deeper and more lasting connection with the content or message presented. Reflect on this. How can you incorporate curiosity into your daily interactions to become more persuasive and engaging? By embracing the power of curiosity, you can create a more dynamic and captivating experience for your audience, leading to greater influence and success in your endeavors. Trick 6. The art of active listening. Active listening transcends mere hearing, positioning itself as a powerful psychological technique for enhancing relationships, fostering understanding, and creating an environment of mutual respect. It involves listening attentively with the aim of fully grasping the speaker's message, reflecting on what has been said, and responding in a way that validates the other person's experience. By employing active listening, we demonstrate appreciation not only for the words, but also for the underlying feelings and thoughts expressed by the other person. Imagine you are in a conversation where you maintain eye contact, nod, and use facial expressions that indicate understanding. These actions convey to the speaker that their message is being received and valued, creating a safe space for open and sincere idea exchange. Additionally, asking relevant questions shows genuine interest in the conversation, further enhancing the bond. Repeating or paraphrasing important points ensures that the listener has correctly understood the message, while also showing the speaker that they have been heard accurately. This approach disarms conflicts by allowing all parties to feel heard and understood, thus strengthening bonds by building a sense of empathy and connection. Consider a story from modern life. In a bustling office, two colleagues are at odds over a project deadline. The manager, practicing active listening, invites them both to express their viewpoints fully. He maintains eye contact, nods, and occasionally paraphrases their concerns to show understanding. By doing so, he creates an atmosphere where both feel respected and valued. The tension dissipates as each realizes they are being heard, leading to a collaborative solution that satisfies both parties. This illustrates how active listening can improve team dynamics and problem-solving effectiveness, as it facilitates collaboration and mutual understanding. A crucial aspect of active listening is patience and the willingness to postpone one's response or judgment until the speaker has completed their thought. This can be challenging, especially in emotionally charged conversations or when significant differences of opinion exist. However, by prioritizing complete understanding before formulating a response, an atmosphere of respect and consideration is created, potentially leading to more creative and mutually satisfying solutions. In the workplace, this skill can transform team interactions, enhance leadership effectiveness, and foster a culture of respect and cooperation. Beyond improving communication and relationships, active listening also contributes to personal development. It encourages openness to new ideas and perspectives, allowing us to learn more, expand our understanding of the world and others, and adapt our worldview in a more informed and empathetic manner. This growth fosters resilience and adaptability, essential traits in today's fast-paced world. Active listening is not just about hearing words. It's about connecting deeply with others. How often do we truly listen to those around us? Do we hear the words, or do we understand the feelings behind them? By practicing active listening, we open ourselves to deeper relationships and a richer understanding of those we interact with. In summary, the art of active listening is more than a psychological trick. It is a fundamental communication skill that enriches human interaction at all levels. By practicing active listening, we not only enhance our relationships and our ability to understand others, but also promote an environment of respect, understanding, and collaboration that benefits everyone. So, next time you find yourself in a conversation, remember the power of truly listening. It might just transform your relationships and your life. What steps will you take today to practice active listening? How might this change your interactions with others? Reflect on these questions and consider the profound impact that mastering this art can have on your personal and professional life. If you've made it this far, you're mastering the art of persuasion. Drop a comment saying, "I am in control," to show you're committed to mastering these powerful psychological tricks. Stick around. The best is yet to come. Trick 7. Emotional contrast. Emotional contrast is a psychological technique that involves guiding someone through an emotional journey from moments of difficulty or tension to positive resolution or relief. This trick is grounded in the principle that experiences are intensified and become more memorable when preceded by contrasting emotions. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "Sometimes even to live is an act of courage," reminding us that enduring hardship can make the subsequent relief and happiness all the more profound. For instance, the sense of relief and happiness is significantly amplified after a period of anxiety or fear, creating a more striking and lasting emotional experience. This concept is not just theoretical, but can be practically applied to enhance the effectiveness of your communication and influence. Using emotional contrast effectively can be a powerful tool in various domains, such as storytelling, marketing, education, and everyday conversations. By beginning with a problem or challenge and then presenting a solution or happy ending, you not only capture the audience's attention, but also create a stronger emotional bond. This emotional journey can make your message more persuasive, increase information retention, and encourage action. For instance, in narrative contexts, stories involving conflicts followed by resolution tend to be more engaging and satisfying. Think about how you feel when you watch a movie that takes you through intense drama and then ends on a high note. The emotional impact is unforgettable. Or in advertising, presenting a common problem, such as pain or difficulty, followed by introducing a product or service as the perfect solution, can motivate consumers to act, driven by the desire to experience the promised positive transformation. However, it is crucial to use emotional contrast with sensitivity and authenticity. Excessive manipulation of emotions can be perceived as insincere or exploitative, negatively affecting the public's perception of the message or the messenger. Additionally, it's essential to ensure that the resolution offered is realistic and achievable, providing a genuine sense of hope and optimism. This balance is critical in maintaining credibility and trust with your audience. Beyond its application in communication and marketing, emotional contrast also has significant implications for personal growth and facing challenges. The awareness that difficult moments can be followed by growth and positive resolution can offer comfort during periods of adversity, encouraging resilience and a more optimistic outlook in the face of difficulties. This aligns with the Stoic philosophy of embracing hardship as a pathway to personal development. As Marcus Aurelius wisely observed, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way," suggesting that challenges are opportunities in disguise. In summary, emotional contrast is a valuable psychological tool that, when used ethically and thoughtfully, can enrich communication, strengthen messages, and promote a deep emotional connection. by guiding people through an emotional journey of highs and lows. It's possible not only to capture their attention, but also to leave a lasting impression, motivating reflection, learning, and action. In your journey to mastering persuasion, remember that the key lies in the ethical and sincere application of these techniques, ensuring that your influence is both impactful and trustworthy. By embracing the principles of emotional contrast, you can transform your interactions and achieve a greater level of connection and influence in both your personal and professional life. Trick 8. Consistency. When it comes to mastering the art of persuasion, one of the most powerful psychological tricks is the principle of consistency. This technique taps into our natural inclination to act in ways that are consistent with our previous statements, beliefs, and actions. Understanding and leveraging this principle can be incredibly effective for influencing others in subtle, yet impactful ways. At its core, consistency is about our deep-seated desire to avoid cognitive dissonance, the uncomfortable feeling we get when our actions don't align with our beliefs or past behavior. Famous psychologist Leon Festinger, who developed the theory of cognitive dissonance, highlighted how crucial this alignment is for maintaining a stable self-identity. Consider the impact of initial commitments. When someone makes a commitment, either verbally or in writing, they are more likely to follow through with actions that align with that commitment. This is because people generally want to be seen as reliable and true to their word. For instance, if you can get someone to agree that a certain feature is important in a product, they are more likely to purchase a product that highlights that feature. This technique is prevalent in sales but also applies in everyday social and professional interactions. Imagine asking a colleague for a small favor. Once they agree, they are more likely to help with larger tasks in the future because they want to remain consistent with their helpful behavior. Ethically employing the principle of consistency requires ensuring that the initial commitment is made voluntarily and without coercion. It's also crucial to align the commitments you seek with the other person's values and interests. This not only makes adherence more likely, but also fosters trust and mutual respect. For example, in a work setting, encouraging a team member to publicly commit to a project goal can enhance their motivation to achieve it. This is because they want to be seen as dependable and consistent with their professional commitments. Consistency is also a valuable tool for personal development. Setting clear, public goals can boost our motivation to achieve them, as we strive to align our actions with our stated objectives. This principle underscores the importance of making deliberate commitments and staying true to them as a means of fostering growth and personal achievement. As the ancient Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." How can you apply the principle of consistency in your own life? Think about your goals and the commitments you've made. Are they aligned? Are you following through on the promises you've made to yourself and others? Reflecting on these questions can help you harness the power of consistency to not only influence others, but also to become a more reliable and successful individual. When used thoughtfully, this principle can help build strong, trustworthy relationships and encourage positive actions that benefit both you and your community. In summary, consistency is a potent tool for persuasion that works by aligning behaviors with beliefs and past actions. When used ethically, it can enhance personal development and build lasting, trust-based relationships. Remember, the key is to seek commitments that resonate with the other person's values, ensuring that their actions remain aligned with their true self. So next time you're looking to persuade someone, consider how you can leverage their desire for consistency to encourage behaviors that are beneficial for both of you. Trick 9. Anticipation. Anticipation is a psychological technique that leverages the excitement of what's about to happen, enhancing interest and engagement through the promise of future rewards or experiences. The idea behind this principle is that the anticipation of an event can often be as thrilling, if not more so, than the event itself. It creates a sense of suspense that keeps people hooked, eager to see what's next. Think about the buzz before a major movie release or the build-up to a big sports event. It's the anticipation that often heightens the overall experience. To effectively use anticipation, you need to build a sense of expectation and curiosity, setting the stage for something significant, exciting, or revealing. This can be done through teasers, previews, countdowns, or announcements that offer just enough information to pique interest without giving everything away. In marketing, for example, product launch campaigns that use these techniques can generate a lot of excitement and engagement, encouraging the audience to stay tuned and invested. In storytelling, anticipation can build tension, keeping the audience on the edge of their seats, eagerly awaiting the climax. In educational settings, starting a lesson with an intriguing question or challenge can spark students' curiosity, motivating them to explore and learn more. However, for anticipation to be truly effective, it's crucial to strike a balance in the amount of information revealed. If you reveal too much, you can diminish interest, reveal too little, and you risk confusing or frustrating your audience. The key is to maintain a delicate balance that keeps people curious and eager, while assuring them that the wait will be worthwhile. It's also important to deliver on the promises made during the anticipation phase. When expectations are raised, failing to meet them can lead to disappointment and a loss of trust. Therefore, ensuring that the final experience or product lives up to the hype is essential to maintain credibility and audience satisfaction. Anticipation can also positively impact emotional well-being, as the expectation of positive events can boost happiness and satisfaction. This makes anticipation not only a tool for engagement and marketing, but also a valuable component in creating enriching life experiences. For instance, planning a vacation often brings as much joy as the trip itself, as the anticipation builds excitement and provides something to look forward to. Let's illustrate this with a story from modern life. Imagine you've been saving up and planning for a special concert of your favorite band. The tickets were hard to get, and every day leading up to the event, you find yourself getting more and more excited. You listen to their music more often, talk about the concert with friends, and even start planning what you'll wear. This build-up enhances your overall experience. By the time the concert day arrives, your anticipation has reached its peak. When you finally see the band perform live, the experience is incredibly fulfilling because the anticipation has heightened your excitement and enjoyment. So, how can you apply this principle in your life? Consider how you can build anticipation in your daily activities or projects. What small hints or teasers can you use to create excitement for an upcoming event or task? How can you ensure that the final outcome lives up to the expectations you've set? Reflect on these questions to understand how you can harness the power of anticipation to create more engaging and satisfying experiences. In conclusion, anticipation is a powerful psychological tool that, when used strategically and responsibly, can significantly amplify interest, emotion, and satisfaction. By cultivating expectation and delivering rewarding experiences, you can create memorable moments and build deeper, more meaningful relationships with your audience. The key takeaway here is to use anticipation to enhance engagement and deliver on your promises, ensuring that the final experience matches the excitement built along the way. What strategies will you use to create anticipation in your personal or professional life? How will you ensure that the outcomes you deliver are worth the wait? These questions can help you start thinking about how to implement anticipation effectively and meaningfully. If you've reached this point and are still engaged, kindly take a moment to pause and comment below with, "I master my mind." This simple act will show that you appreciate the power of mastering, the art of persuasion and controlling any situation. Now let's continue on this journey together, embracing the wisdom of the Stoics to lead more balanced, fulfilling lives. Trick 10. The power of the name. In the world of communication and personal influence, the simple act of using a person's name during a conversation can have a profoundly positive impact. This gesture, although small, is loaded with meaning and power. A name is not just a set of letters. It is the sonic representation of someone's identity, reflecting their history, personality, and, in many aspects, their essence. When we call someone by their name, we are doing more than just capturing their attention. We are recognizing their individuality and implicitly expressing our respect and appreciation for them. The use of a person's name creates a direct channel of communication, transforming a generic interaction into a personal and meaningful connection. This nonverbal acknowledgement of the other's importance not only strengthens relationships, but also increases the effectiveness of our message. As Dale Carnegie famously said, "A person's name is to that person the sweetest sound in any language." However, for this trick to be truly effective, it is crucial that it be employed with authenticity. Excess or evident manipulation can easily be perceived, leading to feelings of discomfort or mistrust, thus undermining the positive potential of the interaction. The key to the effective use of someone's name lies in moderation and the genuine intention to establish a connection. This can be especially impactful at the beginning of a conversation, when asking a direct question, or when expressing gratitude, creating moments of personal recognition that reinforce the value of that interaction. Furthermore, practicing active listening and showing genuine interest in what the other person is saying complements the use of the name, solidifying the connection and demonstrating respect for their experience and perspectives. This trick, as simple as it may seem, is a powerful tool in the art of positive influence and relationship building, reflecting a deep understanding that at the heart of effective communication is the recognition of the dignity and value of each individual. By consciously using someone's name, we are not only improving our communication skills, we are also practicing a form of respect and empathy that can completely transform the nature of our interactions. To relate this to modern life, consider the fast-paced, often impersonal nature of today's digital communication. In a world where messages are often reduced to brief texts and social media comments, taking the time to address someone by their name stands out as a gesture of personal attention and respect. This small act can significantly enhance your professional and personal relationships. For example, in a business setting, addressing a colleague or client by their name can make your interactions more memorable and impactful, leading to better collaboration and trust. In personal relationships, using names can deepen your connections and show your loved ones that you truly see and appreciate them. To sum up, the power of using a person's name in conversation is a timeless psychological trick that remains highly relevant today. It's a simple yet effective way to show respect, build rapport, and enhance your persuasive abilities. By integrating this technique into your daily interactions with authenticity and empathy, you can significantly improve your communication skills and create more meaningful connections. Listening combined with the thoughtful use of names can make a remarkable difference in how we influence and connect with others. Trick 11. Mirroring. Mirroring is a fascinating psychological technique that delves into our natural inclination to feel connected with those who reflect our behaviors, gestures, and speech patterns. This technique, grounded in our search for familiarity and comfort in social interactions, becomes a powerful communication tool when used consciously and subtly. Mirroring works because people are generally attracted to symmetry and similarity, which can enhance empathy and mutual trust, making communication more effective and relationships stronger. To master the art of mirroring, it is essential to apply it with moderation and subtlety. The objective is not to mimic every movement or word mechanically, but to capture the essence of the other person's behavior so that the imitation seems natural and unforced. This could mean synchronizing the rhythm of your speech, adopting a similar body posture, or reflecting facial expressions. When performed with care, these actions facilitate a deeper connection, often without the other person consciously realizing why they feel more understood and closer to you. Marcus Aurelius once noted, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts," which speaks to the underlying principle of mirroring. Our external behaviors can influence and reflect our internal states, creating a bridge between individuals. Practicing mirroring requires respect and integrity. The intention should be to foster a genuine connection, not to manipulate. When used sincerely, mirroring not only enhances communication, but also reinforces mutual respect and consideration, which are foundational elements of any healthy relationship. Imagine you're in a negotiation or a team meeting. Subtly reflecting the gestures or tone of voice of your colleagues or clients can create a more harmonious environment, conducive to mutual understanding and shared success. This subtle art of reflection can transform professional interactions, fostering a sense of collaboration and empathy. Mirroring extends beyond being a mere psychological trick. It is a thoughtful communication approach that, when employed with authenticity, can transform casual interactions into meaningful connections. By practicing mirroring with awareness and respect, we enrich our social experiences in profound and lasting ways. Think about your everyday interactions. How might you use mirroring to create deeper connections and improve your communication skills? Could adopting this technique help you understand and relate to others more effectively? As you ponder these questions, remember the wisdom of Seneca, who said, "One of the most beautiful qualities of true friendship is to understand and to be understood." By integrating mirroring into your communication repertoire, you can enhance your ability to connect with others, creating a more empathetic and understanding world around you. In the end, mirroring is about more than just mimicking behaviors. It's about tuning into the subtle rhythms of human interaction and using them to build trust and rapport. How will you apply this technique in your daily life? How can you ensure that your use of mirroring remains genuine and respectful, enhancing your relationships rather than manipulating them? As you navigate these questions, keep in mind that the art of mirroring, when done with intention and sincerity, has the potential to enrich your social interactions and foster deeper, more meaningful connections. Trick 12. The favor technique. The favor technique is a powerful psychological strategy rooted in the principle of reciprocity, which suggests that when you ask someone for a favor, you can increase their affection towards you. This concept is famously known as the Ben Franklin effect, stemming from an incident where Benjamin Franklin borrowed a rare book from a political adversary, leading to a lasting friendship between them. The core idea is that when someone does you a favor, they justify their actions by convincing themselves that they like you, thereby laying the groundwork for a more positive relationship. To effectively apply the favor technique, you need to be mindful and considerate of the context. The key is to request something small and reasonable, something that doesn't inconvenience the person, but still requires a conscious effort. This small favor opens the door to a more meaningful interaction and fosters a sense of personal investment in the relationship. Timing and sincerity are crucial. The request must come across as genuine and be made at the right moment to avoid seeming manipulative or coercive. Additionally, acknowledging and thanking the person for their favor is vital to reinforcing positive perceptions and encouraging future reciprocity. When you ask for a favor, you're also signaling trust in the other person's abilities or resources, which can boost their self-esteem and foster a dynamic of cooperation and mutual respect. Properly used, the favor technique can be a valuable tool for strengthening bonds, promoting open communication, and building more united and collaborative communities. It's important to respect boundaries and autonomy, ensuring that the technique is used to open dialogues and build relationships based on mutual respect, rather than for manipulation or personal gain. When approached with integrity, this method can help cultivate deeper personal and professional connections. Consider a modern example. Think about a workplace scenario where you're new to the team. Instead of trying to impress everyone with grand gestures, you ask a colleague for help with a small task, such as finding a document or explaining a procedure. This not only gives you the assistance you need, but also makes the colleague feel valued and appreciated. Over time, these small interactions can build a foundation of trust and camaraderie, making it easier to collaborate on larger projects and fostering a supportive work environment. By incorporating the favor technique into your interactions, you can create a network of positive relationships that are grounded in mutual respect and cooperation. How do you think you can apply this strategy in your personal or professional life to enhance your connections with others? What small favor could you ask for today that might help you build a stronger relationship? Remember, the goal is to foster genuine connections and create an environment where everyone feels valued and respected. The favor technique is not just about getting what you want. It's about giving others the opportunity to invest in the relationship and experience the satisfaction of helping. In conclusion, the favor technique is a subtle yet powerful way to build positive relationships through small acts of trust and cooperation. By asking for and graciously receiving favors, you create opportunities for meaningful interactions and mutual respect. This approach can lead to stronger personal and professional bonds, fostering a sense of community and collaboration. Remember, the essence of the favor technique lies in its sincerity and respect for others' autonomy. When used with genuine intent and integrity, it can be a transformative tool for enhancing your connections and enriching your social and professional life. If you've reached this point and are still engaged, kindly take a moment to pause and comment below with, "I master persuasion." This simple act will indicate that you recognize the power of understanding and applying psychological tricks to control any person or situation. Now, let's continue on this journey together, embracing the wisdom of the Stoics to lead more influential and empowered lives. Trick 13. The Halo Effect. The halo effect is a compelling psychological phenomenon where our overall impressions of a person shape our judgments about their specific traits. Imagine meeting someone who exudes confidence and charisma. You might instantly perceive them as intelligent, kind, and competent, even without concrete evidence of these qualities. This trick underscores the power of first impressions and how they can profoundly impact our perception of others. Leveraging the halo effect consciously can enhance how others perceive you in various contexts, social, professional, or academic. By presenting yourself impeccably, maintaining a positive attitude, and showcasing competence in a specific area, you can influence others to form a more favorable overall view of you. However, this strategy should be rooted in authenticity, ensuring that the impression you leave genuinely reflects your skills and intentions. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." In real-world scenarios, the halo effect manifests in numerous ways. Consider a job interview. A candidate who presents themselves well and speaks confidently may be perceived as more qualified even if other competencies aren't directly evaluated. Similarly, in social settings, someone who displays good manners and friendliness is often viewed as more trustworthy and likable. This effect highlights how our perceptions can be swayed by initial impressions, impacting our judgments in areas far beyond those initially observed. Understanding the halo effect's influence on how we view others and how they view us is crucial. By recognizing this phenomenon, we can take deliberate steps to ensure our first impressions are as positive as possible. This involves not just polishing our external presentation, but also genuinely striving to embody the qualities we wish to project. At the same time, it's essential to develop critical awareness to avoid making hasty judgments based on superficial evaluations. To apply the halo effect effectively and ethically, focus on cultivating positive qualities that are both visible and substantial. For instance, dressing well and speaking eloquently can create a favorable first impression, but it's equally important to back this up with genuine competence and kindness. This approach not only enhances how others perceive you, but also fosters more meaningful and lasting connections. Remember, character is fate, as Heraclitus succinctly put it, highlighting the profound impact of our true nature on our destiny. Moreover, being aware of the halo effect allows us to see beyond first impressions when evaluating others. It's vital to remember that a single positive trait does not define the entirety of a person's character. By seeking a deeper and more nuanced understanding of those around us, we can form fairer and more balanced judgments, fostering richer interactions and relationships. In summary, the halo effect is a potent psychological trick that illustrates the significance of first impressions and their far-reaching influence on our perceptions. By consciously and ethically leveraging this effect, we can improve how we are perceived while also striving to see beyond initial impressions in others. This balanced approach not only enhances our interactions, but also promotes a more just and empathetic view of the people we encounter. As we navigate our personal and professional lives, let us remember the wisdom of Seneca. As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters, reminding us to focus on the quality and authenticity of our actions and interactions. Trick 14. Scarcity. In understanding the art of persuasion, the principle of scarcity is a powerful psychological tool you can leverage to influence others effectively. Scarcity operates on the idea that people tend to place a higher value on things that are rare or perceived as becoming unavailable. This principle, deeply rooted in our fear of loss, can drive significant changes in behavior and decision-making processes. By strategically applying the concept of scarcity in your social interactions, negotiations, or marketing efforts, you can enhance the perceived value of a product, service, or opportunity, prompting quicker and more decisive actions from others. Imagine the last time you saw a promotion with a countdown timer, or a sale that highlighted only a few left in stock. These scenarios create a sense of urgency, making the offer more enticing simply because it is limited. The effectiveness of scarcity lies in its ability to make offers seem more attractive due to their limited availability. This can be seen in various marketing strategies such as limited-time offers, exclusive product releases, or membership openings with restricted spots. However, the authenticity of the scarcity is crucial. If people sense that the scarcity is fabricated or manipulative, it can lead to distrust and harm your credibility. To harness the power of scarcity effectively, you must clearly communicate the value of what is being offered. It's not enough to say that something is rare. You need to highlight why it is desirable or beneficial. Focus on the unique features of the product, the exclusive advantages of the opportunity, or the unique experience that is being offered. The goal is to make the offer appear not just limited in quantity, but also exceptionally valuable and worth having. A famous quote by Confucius says, "The superior man is modest in his speech but exceeds in his actions." This underscores the importance of substance over mere appearance, aligning with the ethical application of scarcity. Ethical use of scarcity involves genuinely limiting offers based on real constraints, such as time availability, quantity of resources, or access to exclusive experiences. This approach not only makes the scarcity factor legitimate, but also respects the intelligence and autonomy of the audience, grounding your strategy in honesty and mutual respect. It's important to remember that while scarcity can be a motivator, it can also induce anxiety or undue pressure. As you consider using scarcity in your interactions, think about how it can enrich the experience for both you and the other party. Are you providing a genuinely valuable offer? Are the limitations real and clearly communicated? Are you respecting the autonomy and intelligence of your audience? These questions can help ensure that your use of scarcity is ethical and effective. Aristotle once said, "The whole is greater than the sum of its parts." When you combine scarcity with a genuinely valuable offer, you create a compelling proposition that benefits everyone involved. So, how can you apply the principle of scarcity in your life or business today? How might this change the way others perceive the value of what you offer? By using scarcity responsibly, you can create a sense of urgency and value that leads to meaningful and beneficial interactions for all parties involved. Trick 15. The Law of Reciprocity. The law of reciprocity is a powerful psychological principle deeply embedded in human interactions and social relations. At its core, it suggests that when someone does something for us, we feel a compelling need to reciprocate. This urge to balance the scales can manifest in various ways, such as through a favor, a gift, or even a simple thank you. This principle taps into an innate human tendency observed across cultures worldwide. By consciously applying the law of reciprocity in our daily lives, we can significantly enhance our relationships with others. Offering something first, whether it be a gesture of kindness, valuable information, or a small gift, creates an environment conducive to cooperation and strengthens social bonds. This not only increases the likelihood of a positive response but also nurtures a virtuous cycle of giving and receiving, enriching our interactions and communities. It's important to approach this practice with genuine generosity and not with the expectation of personal gain. The true magic of reciprocity unfolds when acts of kindness are performed without anticipating a reward. When people perceive that a gesture is made sincerely and without ulterior motives, the response tends to be warmer and more authentic, further solidifying relationships. Consider a modern example. Imagine you are new to a neighborhood and decide to bake some cookies and share them with your neighbors. This small act of kindness can set the stage for a positive relationship. Your neighbors may feel inclined to reciprocate, perhaps by inviting you over for a meal or offering to help with something you need. This simple exchange can foster a sense of community and mutual support. Overly grand gestures, however, may be seen as attempts at obligation or manipulation, which can lead to discomfort or resistance. Understanding the right moment to offer, and doing so in a way that resonates positively with the other person, is crucial for this strategy's success. Reciprocity does not need to be immediate or directly proportional. The act of giving initiates a chain of generosity that often returns to the giver in unexpected and rewarding ways. Patience and trust in this process are essential, as is the openness to receive. Reflect on your own experiences. Have you ever felt the urge to reciprocate when someone did something nice for you? How did that affect your relationship with that person? This principle is more than just a psychological trick. It is a life philosophy that, when practiced with integrity and empathy, can transform our relationships and communities. By engaging in acts of selfless generosity, we not only cultivate richer and deeper relationships, but also contribute to a more cooperative and harmonious world. The law of reciprocity teaches us that through small, sincere acts of kindness, we can create ripples of goodwill that spread far beyond our immediate interactions, ultimately leading to a more connected and compassionate society. As you navigate your personal and professional life, remember the power of giving without expecting anything in return. This mindset not only enriches your life but also has the potential to inspire others to do the same, creating a cycle of positivity and generosity that benefits everyone involved. What small act of kindness can you offer today to start this cycle? If you've watched up to this point, you're already on the path to mastering the art of persuasion. Comment below with Master Persuader to affirm your commitment to mastering these powerful psychological tricks. Don't go anywhere. There's still a wealth of knowledge we want to share with you in this video. Stay until the end to uncover the secrets that will help you control any person or situation. Trick 16. The Principle of Authority. The principle of authority hinges on a psychological phenomenon where individuals naturally tend to follow or trust those perceived as experts in specific fields. This inclination is deeply rooted in our need for direction and clarity in an increasingly complex world. By recognizing and adhering to figures who exhibit knowledge, competence, or power, we feel more secure in our decisions and actions. When someone is perceived as an authority, their opinions, decisions, and recommendations are often accepted without much critical evaluation. This can be a potent tool in persuasion and influence. To effectively harness the principle of authority, establishing credibility is paramount. This credibility can stem from showcasing specialized knowledge, accumulating relevant experience, or associating with other respected authorities. However, authenticity and integrity are critical. Trust, once compromised by falsehoods or deceit, is challenging to rebuild. For instance, in professional settings, a doctor donning a lab coat and prominently displaying diplomas not only adheres to convention, but also signals their authority and expertise in medicine, thereby boosting patient trust. In business, citing pertinent research or highlighting past successes during presentations can reinforce the speaker's authority, making the audience more inclined to accept their ideas. Yet authority must be tempered with accessibility. The most esteemed authorities are those who, while demonstrating competence, also exhibit empathy and openness to questions and discussions. This approach humanizes the authority figure and fosters an environment of learning and mutual growth. Balancing authority with approachability ensures that influence is wielded responsibly and ethically. Moreover, it is crucial to understand the subconscious impact of authority on behavior and decision-making. Blind obedience to authority figures can lead to judgment errors or unethical actions, as evidenced by historical psychological experiments. Hence, promoting critical thinking and healthy skepticism of authorities is as vital as establishing one's own authority. Encouraging such an environment prevents the misuse of power and fosters a culture of informed and conscientious decision-making. In summary, the principle of authority is a formidable tool for influencing and leading when employed ethically and responsibly. It enhances communication, builds trust, and fosters cooperation. However, it must be balanced with humility and a willingness to engage in dialogue, ensuring that authority serves the common good and mutual development. By understanding and applying this principle, we can navigate the complexities of human interaction with greater efficacy and integrity. As Seneca wisely noted, authority founded on injustice is never of long duration. Therefore, let us wield authority with wisdom, always aiming to enlighten and uplift those we seek to influence. Trick 17. Social proof. Let's delve into the fascinating world of persuasion, particularly the concept of social proof. Social proof is an incredibly effective psychological strategy that relies on the influence of collective behavior to guide individual decisions. Imagine you're standing at a crossroads, uncertain of which path to take. In such moments, observing the actions and choices of others can provide a sense of direction. This principle operates on the idea that if many people are engaging in a particular behavior or endorsing a specific choice, it must be the right or beneficial course of action. Consider how you choose a restaurant. Often, you'll opt for one with numerous positive reviews or a bustling crowd, trusting that the collective judgment of others indicates a good experience. This is social proof in action. It's a phenomenon that permeates various aspects of our lives, from purchasing decisions influenced by online reviews to adopting trends and behaviors showcased by influential figures or groups. To harness the power of social proof effectively, it's essential to spotlight popular choices, testimonials, and endorsements that resonate with your audience. This could be through customer reviews, influencer approvals, or compelling statistics that highlight the widespread acceptance of a product or idea. For instance, in marketing, showcasing a product that has received thousands of positive reviews can significantly boost its perceived value and trustworthiness. Similarly, on social media, likes, comments, and shares serve as visible endorsements, encouraging others to engage. Yet, it's crucial to maintain authenticity. Fabricating social proof with fake reviews or undisclosed paid endorsements can backfire, eroding trust and credibility. Authentic social proof, on the other hand, reinforces trust and fosters a genuine connection with your audience. It's also important to acknowledge the ethical boundaries of social proof. Using it to promote harmful or unethical behaviors can lead to negative consequences, undermining the integrity of your message. Beyond marketing, Social proof can be a powerful force for promoting positive behaviors in societal and environmental contexts. Highlighting the popularity of sustainable practices or the increasing number of people adopting healthy lifestyles can motivate others to follow suit. By leveraging social proof responsibly, you can inspire beneficial actions and contribute to collective well-being. How can you apply social proof in your daily life to make more informed decisions? How can you ensure that the influence you exert or succumb to is based on genuine and ethical grounds? Reflecting on these questions can help you navigate the complexities of social influence with a Stoic mindset, emphasizing integrity and wisdom in your choices. Social proof, when used thoughtfully, is not just a tool for persuasion, but a pathway to fostering trust and collective growth. Trick 18. Uniqueness. When mastering the art of persuasion, one of the most effective psychological tricks is highlighting uniqueness. This powerful principle centers on making individuals feel special and valued for their distinct qualities, talents, or perspectives. By appealing to a person's sense of uniqueness, you can enhance their motivation and engagement as they perceive their participation as uniquely valuable. Think about a time when you received a personalized message or offer that perfectly matched your interests. Didn't it make you feel appreciated and understood? This is the essence of the uniqueness strategy. To implement this strategy effectively, start by genuinely recognizing and celebrating the unique characteristics people bring to the table. It could be as simple as tailoring a message to reflect someone's interests, or as complex as creating tailored experiences for specific individuals or groups. For example, in marketing campaigns that use data to personalize messages and offers often see higher engagement rates because consumers feel seen and valued as individuals. Similarly, in the workplace, acknowledging the unique strengths of each team member can boost morale, increase productivity, and foster a sense of belonging. However, it's crucial to ensure that your efforts to highlight uniqueness are genuine. Superficial attempts or generic compliments can come across as insincere, undermining the effectiveness of your approach. Authenticity is key. When you genuinely understand and appreciate someone's unique qualities, your recognition feels sincere and meaningful, strengthening your connection with them. Balancing the principle of uniqueness with a sense of community and interdependence is also essential. While it's important to celebrate individual uniqueness, it's equally important to recognize the value of collective contribution. Celebrating what makes each person unique can enhance the overall dynamic of the group, making the community stronger and more cohesive. Consider the story of Sarah, a project manager at a tech company. Sarah had a diverse team with unique skills and perspectives. She decided to implement the uniqueness strategy by recognizing each member's specific contributions during team meetings. She personalized her feedback, highlighting how each person's unique strengths contributed to the project's success. This approach not only boosted individual morale, but also strengthened the team's overall performance. By valuing each team member's unique input, Sarah created a work environment where everyone felt appreciated and motivated to contribute their best. So, how can you apply this in your life? Start by paying attention to the people around you and identifying their unique qualities. Make an effort to acknowledge these qualities in a meaningful way. It could be as simple as expressing genuine appreciation for someone's creativity or recognizing a colleague's problem-solving skills. By doing this, you create an atmosphere of respect and appreciation that benefits everyone involved. Have you ever noticed how people light up when their unique qualities are genuinely acknowledged? This reaction underscores the power of the uniqueness principle. When you make someone feel truly valued for who they are, you strengthen your connection with them and enhance their motivation to engage with you. In conclusion, appealing to uniqueness is a potent psychological tool that, when used authentically, can significantly improve engagement, satisfaction, and loyalty. By valuing people as unique individuals and recognizing their specific contributions, you can create an environment of mutual respect and appreciation. This not only benefits individual relationships, but also enriches the broader community. Remember, genuine recognition of uniqueness is a powerful way to connect with others and foster a positive, engaging atmosphere. How will you start applying the principle of uniqueness in your interactions today? As we conclude this video on mastering persuasion with 18 psychological tricks, it's evident how these techniques can enhance our interactions and relationships when used ethically. Rooted in solid psychological insights, they help us influence others while fostering empathy and respect. By integrating these strategies into our daily lives, we can improve communication and build stronger connections. If you found this video helpful, please like and comment below. Your engagement helps others discover this content. Don't forget to subscribe to Stoic in Your Life for more insights on Stoicism and personal growth. Common reasons why you fail to persuade others. Persuading others is an essential skill in various aspects of life, from professional settings to personal relationships. However, many people struggle with this ability due to a range of common pitfalls. Understanding these reasons can help you enhance your persuasive techniques and achieve better outcomes in your interactions. In this comprehensive guide, we will explore the key factors that often lead to failure in persuasion, providing insights and practical tips to improve your effectiveness. By addressing these common challenges, you can develop a more compelling and influential communication style that resonates with your audience and achieves the desired results. Let's delve into the most frequent reasons why persuasion efforts fail and how to overcome them. 1. Lack of preparation. One of the most common reasons for failing to persuade others is inadequate preparation. When you don't take the time to understand your audience, their needs, and their viewpoints, your arguments can fall flat. Persuasion requires a deep understanding of the topic and the ability to anticipate counter-arguments. To improve your chances of success, research thoroughly, know your facts, and be ready to address any concerns or questions that might arise. As Abraham Lincoln once said, "Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe." Persuasion is not merely about presenting your point of view, it's about understanding your audience deeply, their needs, preferences, and potential objections. When you neglect this crucial step, your arguments often lack relevance and fail to engage your listeners. To excel in persuasion, immerse yourself in comprehensive research. Understand every facet of your topic and anticipate counterarguments before they arise. This preparation enables you to craft compelling arguments that resonate with your audience's values and concerns. As the great Stoic philosopher Epictetus remarked, "First, learn the meaning of what you say, and then speak." This wisdom underscores the importance of preparation and understanding before attempting to persuade. Moreover, being prepared allows you to remain composed and confident during discussions. Confidence backed by knowledge can significantly enhance your persuasive power. When you are well prepared, you can navigate through unexpected questions and objections with ease, demonstrating your expertise and earning your audience's trust. A famous saying by Benjamin Franklin, "By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail," encapsulates this perfectly. Preparation is not just about gathering information, it's about building a strong foundation for your arguments, ensuring that every point you make is well supported and relevant. In today's fast-paced world, taking the time to prepare may seem like a luxury. However, in the realm of persuasion, it's a necessity. Effective persuasion in modern life often involves understanding complex issues and diverse perspectives. Whether you are negotiating a business deal, advocating for a cause, or simply trying to convince your family to adopt a new tradition, preparation is key. This means not only researching your topic, but also considering the emotional and psychological aspects of persuasion. Understand what motivates your audience and tailor your approach to address these motivations. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "Look beneath the surface. Let not the several quality of a thing, nor its worth escape thee." This Stoic principle encourages us to look deeper, ensuring our arguments are both profound and practical. To relate this to modern life, consider the various contexts in which persuasion plays a critical role. In business, a well-prepared presentation can secure crucial investments or partnerships. In personal relationships, understanding your partner's perspective can help resolve conflicts and strengthen bonds. Community leaders who take the time to understand their constituents' concerns are more likely to gain support for their initiatives. Preparation, therefore, is a universal key to successful persuasion across all areas of life. Remember, your ability to persuade is directly linked to the effort you put into understanding and preparing for your audience. So, next time you need to persuade someone, invest the time to prepare thoroughly. Your efforts will pay off in the form of stronger, more convincing arguments and ultimately, success in achieving your goals. Two, poor communication skills. Effective communication is the foundation of persuasion. If you cannot express your ideas clearly and confidently, your message is likely to be misunderstood or ignored. This encompasses both verbal and nonverbal communication. Your body language, tone of voice, and facial expressions must align with the message you're trying to convey. Imagine you're explaining a new idea to a friend. If your tone is unsure or your body language is closed off, your friend may doubt the credibility of your message, no matter how solid it is. Famous philosopher Aristotle once said, "The way to mastery is through repetition." This applies well to communication skills. Practice active listening as it shows respect and helps you respond more effectively to others' viewpoints. Have you ever noticed how engaging conversations flow smoothly? That's because both parties are actively listening and responding thoughtfully. Remember, communication is a two-way street. Engaging in a dialogue rather than a monologue is inherently more persuasive. Consider a time when you felt truly understood during a conversation. What was it about that interaction that made it effective? Was it the way the other person listened and responded? Was it their open body language and attentive eye contact? These elements are crucial in making your communication effective and persuasive. As you improve your communication skills, you'll find that others are more receptive to your ideas. Mahatma Gandhi once remarked, "Speak only if it improves upon the silence." This highlights the importance of thoughtful communication. Ensuring that every word you say is meaningful and contributes to the conversation can significantly boost your persuasive power. Moreover, your nonverbal cues, such as nodding to show understanding or maintaining eye contact to convey sincerity, play a vital role in how your message is received. Effective communication is not just about speaking clearly, but also about listening actively and responding appropriately. Think about the last time you were persuaded by someone. What did they do that made their message compelling? It's likely they made you feel heard and respected. How can you incorporate these techniques into your own communication style? Improving your communication skills requires practice and self-awareness. Pay attention to your body language, tone of voice, and facial expressions. Are they consistent with the message you want to convey? If not, what changes can you make? Reflect on your past interactions and identify areas for improvement. By doing so, you can become more persuasive and effective in your communication. In conclusion, honing your communication skills is essential for persuasion. Remember the wisdom of Dale Carnegie. When dealing with people, remember you are not dealing with creatures of logic, but creatures of emotion. By mastering both your verbal and nonverbal communication, you can connect with others on an emotional level, making your message more impactful and persuasive. What steps will you take today to improve your communication skills and become more persuasive? Three, failing to establish credibility. To persuade effectively, you must establish credibility, the foundation upon which all persuasive efforts rest. If your audience questions your credibility, they will be less inclined to embrace your arguments. To build credibility, demonstrate your expertise, reliability, and trustworthiness. This can be achieved by citing reputable sources, sharing relevant personal experiences, and honestly acknowledging any potential weaknesses in your argument. Building a rapport with your audience and showing genuine empathy also enhance your credibility. Aristotle identified ethos, or character, as one of the 3 pillars of persuasion, alongside logos, logic, and pathos, emotion. Consider a modern-day example. Imagine you are at a business meeting, trying to convince your team to adopt a new project management tool. You start by citing industry leaders who have successfully implemented this tool, demonstrating your expertise. You share your own positive experiences with similar tools, showcasing reliability. You also honestly discuss potential challenges the team might face during the transition, which adds to your trustworthiness. Throughout your presentation, you engage with your colleagues, listen to their concerns, and show empathy for their apprehensions. This approach not only bolsters your credibility, but also makes your team more receptive to your proposal. Let's take another scenario. You're a teacher trying to persuade your students about the importance of regular study habits. You cite research from educational psychologists to back your claims, showing expertise. You share your own study habits from when you were a student, demonstrating reliability. You also acknowledge that it can be hard to maintain consistent study schedules, adding an element of honesty. By connecting with your students on a personal level and addressing their struggles with empathy, you make your message more persuasive. Have you ever noticed how influential leaders seem to effortlessly persuade others? It often boils down to their ability to establish credibility. They come across as knowledgeable, reliable, and trustworthy. They speak from a place of experience and honesty, and they connect with their audience on a personal level. Think about a time when someone persuaded you effectively. What elements of credibility did they exhibit? How did they make you feel confident in their message? In essence, establishing credibility involves a blend of expertise, reliability, and empathy. It's about showing that you are not just knowledgeable, but also trustworthy and understanding. This combination makes your audience more likely to be persuaded by your arguments. The key lesson here is to always ensure your audience believes in your character and capabilities. When you speak from a place of credibility, your words carry more weight, and your ability to persuade is significantly enhanced. Ultimately, remember Aristotle's ethos. Your character is crucial in persuasion. By integrating expertise, honesty, and empathy into your approach, you create a compelling and credible narrative that resonates with your audience. So, next time you aim to persuade, focus on building your credibility. Share your knowledge, be reliable, and show empathy. This will not only enhance your persuasive power, but also foster deeper connections with those you are trying to influence. If you've watched up to this point, you're already on the path to mastering the art of persuasion. Comment below with Master Persuader to affirm your commitment to these powerful techniques. Don't go anywhere. There's still a wealth of insights we want to share with you in this video. Stay until the end to uncover the secrets that will make you truly convincing. 4. Ignoring emotional appeals. Ignoring emotional appeals in persuasion can be a critical mistake. While logical arguments are undoubtedly essential, they often fall short if they don't resonate emotionally with your audience. Humans are not purely rational beings. Emotions play a significant role in decision-making. Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts," reminding us that our internal states significantly influence our perceptions and decisions. Ignoring the emotional aspect of persuasion can make your arguments seem cold and unconvincing. This is where the power of storytelling and vivid imagery comes into play. When you weave stories and anecdotes into your arguments, you tap into the emotional core of your audience. For instance, instead of simply presenting data about the importance of a new policy, share a story about someone whose life was positively impacted by it. This approach not only conveys the information but also evokes empathy and a deeper connection. Highlighting the benefits or consequences of a particular decision can evoke emotions that drive people to act. For example, discussing the potential joy and satisfaction of a successful project can inspire and motivate, while illustrating the potential losses and regrets of inaction can spur urgency. As Maya Angelou famously said, "People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." In today's fast-paced world where attention spans are short and skepticism is high, connecting emotionally with your audience can be the key to effective persuasion. Think about the last advertisement that moved you. It likely wasn't just the facts that caught your attention, but the emotions it stirred. By blending logic with emotional appeal, you can create a more holistic and compelling argument. Aristotle's concept of pathos emphasizes this blend, highlighting that appealing to the audience's emotions is as crucial as logical reasoning, logos, and credibility, ethos. Modern life is filled with examples where emotional appeals drive success, from powerful speeches that inspire social movements to marketing campaigns that become viral sensations. To put this into practice, consider the story of a successful entrepreneur who overcame adversity to build a thriving business. Instead of merely listing their achievements, share their journey, the struggles they faced, and the emotions they experienced along the way. This narrative approach makes their success relatable and inspiring, motivating your audience to believe in the possibilities of their own endeavors. Similarly, when advocating for a cause or policy, frame your argument in terms of personal stories and real-life impacts. Statistics and facts are essential, but they need to be brought to life through human experiences that your audience can relate to and feel deeply about. Another practical tip is to use vivid imagery and sensory language to paint a picture in the minds of your audience. Describe scenarios in detail, allowing people to visualize the outcomes and feel the associated emotions. For instance, if you're persuading a team to adopt a new strategy, describe the future success in terms of a celebratory atmosphere, the pride of achievements, and the tangible rewards. By doing so, you create a compelling vision that resonates on an emotional level. Remember, effective persuasion is not about manipulating emotions, but about engaging with your audience authentically. It's about understanding their values, concerns, and aspirations, and addressing them in a way that feels genuine and heartfelt. Seneca's advice is pertinent here. He who is brave is free. Embrace the courage to connect emotionally, and you'll find that your persuasive efforts become more impactful and enduring. To persuade effectively, blend logical arguments with emotional appeals. Use stories, anecdotes, and vivid imagery to connect on a deeper level. Highlight the emotional benefits or consequences of decisions and relate your points to real-life experiences. By doing so, you'll make your arguments more relatable, memorable, and compelling. And as we navigate the complexities of modern life, remember that the most powerful tool in persuasion is often not what you say, but how you make people feel. 5. Lack of confidence. Confidence plays a crucial role in persuasion. If you come across as unsure or hesitant, your audience is less likely to be swayed by your arguments. Confidence isn't just about what you say, but how you say it. Your tone of voice, body language, and the way you present information all contribute to how confident you appear. Imagine you're presenting an idea at work. If your voice wavers and your posture is slouched, your colleagues may doubt the validity of your proposal. However, if you speak clearly, maintain eye contact, and use purposeful gestures, you project confidence and conviction. One way to build confidence is through practice. Rehearse your delivery until it feels natural, and you can present your points without stumbling. This preparation allows you to focus on engaging with your audience rather than worrying about what to say next. When you know your material well, it shows, and your audience will feel more confident in your message. Additionally, believing in what you're saying is vital. Enthusiasm is contagious. If you are passionate about your topic, others will be more inclined to share that enthusiasm. Consider the story of Sarah, a project manager at a tech company. She had an innovative idea to improve productivity, but struggled with self-doubt. Her initial presentations were met with skepticism because her lack of confidence undermined her message. After seeking advice, she started practicing her speeches, focusing on her strengths and the positive impact her idea could have. Over time, her delivery improved, and she began to exude confidence. Her colleagues noticed the change and became more receptive to her ideas, ultimately leading to the implementation of her proposal and a significant boost in productivity. Confidence breeds confidence. If you show that you believe in what you're saying, others are more likely to believe it too. It's important to remember that confidence is not arrogance. It's about being self-assured and knowledgeable. How do you build this confidence? By preparing thoroughly, practicing regularly, and continuously improving your delivery skills. Start small, perhaps by speaking up more in meetings or presenting ideas to friends, and gradually take on larger audiences. In conclusion, the key lesson here is that confidence is a pivotal element in persuasion. It's about believing in your message and conveying that belief through your voice, body language, and overall presence. By practicing and preparing, you can enhance your confidence, making it easier to persuade others and achieve your goals. So next time you face a situation where you need to persuade, remember to project confidence. It might just make all the difference. If you've made it this far, you're a champion of effective communication. Drop a comment saying, "I am persuasive," to show your commitment to mastering the art of persuasion. Stick around. The best insights are yet to come. 7. Ignoring the audience's perspective. In the realm of persuasion, it is crucial to remember that success is not just about presenting well-structured arguments. Instead, it's about connecting with your audience on a deeper level by understanding and addressing their perspectives and concerns. Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." This insight highlights the importance of recognizing that each person has a unique viewpoint shaped by their experiences and beliefs. To truly persuade, you must engage with your audience in a way that acknowledges and respects these diverse perspectives. One common pitfall in persuasion is ignoring the audience's perspective. When you focus solely on your arguments without considering the views of those you're trying to persuade, your message can come across as one-sided and less credible. It's essential to engage with your audience by asking questions and listening actively. By showing that you value their opinions, you create a sense of mutual respect. This respect forms the foundation for effective persuasion, making your audience more receptive to your ideas. Aristotle famously said, "It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it." By demonstrating that you can understand and consider your audience's viewpoints, you show them that their opinions matter, even if you don't agree with them. Tailoring your message to resonate with your audience's values, needs, and interests is another critical aspect of effective persuasion. This requires a deep understanding of who they are and what they care about. Think of your message as a conversation rather than a monologue. Engage your audience by finding common ground and addressing their concerns directly. When your audience feels heard and understood, they are more likely to open up to your ideas. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "If you want a person to listen to you, you must listen to them first." This reciprocal approach fosters a sense of partnership and collaboration, which is vital for persuasive communication. In modern life, we often encounter situations where we need to persuade others, whether in professional settings, personal relationships, or social interactions. The ability to see things from another person's perspective and address their concerns can significantly enhance your persuasive efforts. By actively listening and tailoring your message to align with your audience's values, you create a more compelling and credible argument. This approach not only increases your chances of success, but also builds stronger, more respectful relationships. Remember, the goal of persuasion is not to overpower others with your arguments, but to bring them along with you on a journey of understanding and agreement. By acknowledging and valuing their perspectives, you transform the act of persuasion into a meaningful dialogue. This shift from monologue to dialogue is the key to becoming a more effective and respected communicator. In conclusion, to persuade effectively, you must go beyond presenting your arguments. Engage with your audience by understanding and addressing their perspectives and concerns. Show that you value their opinions, and tailor your message to resonate with their values, needs, and interests. By doing so, you create a sense of mutual respect and make your audience more open to your ideas. Eight, inflexibility. Let's dive into a common reason why you might struggle to persuade others: inflexibility. When you're too rigid in your approach, it can significantly impede your ability to sway opinions or gain support. While maintaining the integrity of your core message is crucial, showing openness to feedback and adapting your arguments can demonstrate flexibility and consideration for others' viewpoints. This adaptability can build trust and make your audience more receptive to your ideas. For instance, think about how powerful it can be to show a willingness to compromise or find common ground, especially in negotiations or conflict resolution scenarios. Imagine you're in a discussion, presenting a well-researched point. However, the person you're speaking with counters with a perspective you hadn't considered. If you dismiss their viewpoint outright and stick rigidly to your original stance, you might come across as closed-minded or unwilling to engage in a genuine dialogue. Instead, acknowledging their point, integrating valid aspects into your argument, and showing that you're considering their perspective can make a huge difference. As the famous Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." Listening and adapting can be a powerful tool in persuasion. This leads to a critical question. How can you remain flexible without compromising your core values? One way is to focus on the underlying principles rather than the specific details. For example, if you're advocating for a particular policy at work, be open to modifying the implementation details as long as the policy's fundamental goals are met. This approach shows that you're committed to the bigger picture and are willing to work with others to achieve a mutually beneficial outcome. Flexibility also involves understanding and addressing the concerns of your audience. When people feel heard and understood, they are more likely to be receptive to your ideas. So, ask yourself, are you genuinely listening to others, or are you just waiting for your turn to speak? By actively listening and engaging with their concerns, you can tailor your message to resonate more deeply with them. Dale Carnegie, a renowned expert in interpersonal skills, once said, "The only way to get the best of an argument is to avoid it." This doesn't mean avoiding confrontation altogether, but rather approaching discussions with a mindset geared towards understanding and collaboration. Let's consider another scenario. You're leading a team project, and you have a clear vision of how you want things to proceed. However, your team members suggest alternative methods that might be more efficient or innovative. If you're too rigid and insist on your way, you might miss out on valuable contributions that could enhance the project's success. By being open to new ideas and showing flexibility, you not only improve the chances of success, but also empower and motivate your team. Open-ended questions can be a great way to engage your audience and encourage them to share their thoughts. For example, you might ask, how do you balance staying true to your principles while being open to new ideas? Or, can you think of a time when being flexible helped you achieve a better outcome? These questions not only stimulate reflection, but also invite your audience to engage with the content on a personal level, making the discussion more interactive and meaningful. In summary, while it's important to stay true to your core message, being flexible and open to feedback can significantly enhance your ability to persuade others. Building trust through adaptability and showing a willingness to compromise can create a more receptive audience. Remember, persuasion is not about overpowering others with your ideas, but about creating a dialogue where all parties feel valued and heard. So, the next time you find yourself in a situation where persuasion is key, consider how you can incorporate flexibility into your approach. As the old saying goes, "Blessed are the flexible, for they shall not be bent out of shape." How can you start practicing more flexibility in your interactions today? Nine, lack of passion. When trying to persuade others, one common reason for failure is a lack of passion. Passion is a powerful tool that can significantly impact your ability to influence and motivate your audience. Without genuine enthusiasm for your topic, it's unlikely that your listeners will feel inspired or moved. Passion demonstrates that you care deeply about your message, making it contagious and compelling. When you speak with passion, you convey a sense of urgency and importance that can captivate your audience. Consider a scenario from modern life. Think of a teacher who truly loves their subject, a history teacher who recounts events from the past with such vivid detail and excitement that students feel as if they are witnessing history themselves. This teacher's passion for history turns potentially dull facts into fascinating stories, making the students eager to learn more. On the other hand, a teacher who lacks enthusiasm might present the same material in a monotone voice with no energy or excitement, causing students to lose interest quickly. The difference in the students' engagement levels highlights the power of passion and persuasion. Passion can also be seen in the business world. Think of a startup founder pitching their innovative idea to potential investors. A founder who speaks passionately about their vision, sharing personal stories of why they are dedicated to their project, can create a powerful connection with the audience. This enthusiasm can make investors believe in the project's potential and the founder's ability to bring it to life. Conversely, a founder who lacks passion may struggle to convey the significance of their idea, leading investors to doubt their commitment and the viability of the project. Passion isn't just about loud, animated speech. It's also about authenticity and conviction. When you speak with passion, your body language, tone of voice, and facial expressions align with your message, creating a powerful, coherent delivery. This alignment makes your message more believable and compelling as your audience can sense your genuine commitment. Think about the last time you were deeply moved by someone's speech or presentation. What was it that captured your attention and made you feel connected to their message? Often, it's the speaker's passion that resonates the most, drawing you in and making you care about what they're saying. Passionate speakers can make even the most complex or mundane topics interesting and engaging. As you strive to persuade others, consider how you can infuse your presentations with passion. Start by reflecting on why the topic matters to you personally. What experiences or values make this subject important? Share these personal connections with your audience to help them understand your perspective. Your enthusiasm will naturally shine through when you speak from the heart. Additionally, practice expressing your passion through your words and actions. Use dynamic language, varied vocal tones, and expressive gestures to convey your enthusiasm. Remember that your passion can inspire your audience, making them more likely to engage with and be persuaded by your message. Ask yourself, how can I demonstrate my passion for this topic to my audience? This reflection can help you identify ways to make your delivery more impactful. For example, if you're passionate about environmental conservation, share a story about a personal experience that ignited your commitment to the cause. Explain how small changes in behavior can make a big difference and express your excitement about the potential for positive impact. Ultimately, the lesson here is that passion can be a game changer in persuasion. When you are genuinely enthusiastic about your message, it becomes infectious, drawing your audience in and making them more receptive to your ideas. By sharing personal stories, using dynamic delivery, and connecting emotionally with your listeners, you can transform your presentations and increase your ability to persuade others effectively. Passion is not just a persuasive tool, it's a bridge that connects you to your audience, making your message resonate on a deeper level. So the next time you need to persuade, let your passion shine and watch how it transforms your audience's engagement and response. (10) Failing to follow up. One of the most common reasons for failing to persuade others is neglecting the crucial step of follow-up. Persuasion is rarely a one-and-done deal. It is a process that often requires multiple engagements to truly resonate with your audience. Imagine presenting a compelling argument in a meeting, only to let it fade away because you didn't follow up to reinforce your message. This is akin to planting a seed and forgetting to water it. The initial effort goes to waste, and the potential for growth diminishes. To prevent this, schedule follow-up meetings or check-ins to address any lingering doubts or questions your audience may have. This continued engagement shows persistence and commitment, qualities that can significantly bolster your persuasive power. Consider the metaphor of a blacksmith forging a blade. The repeated heating and hammering are necessary to achieve the desired strength and sharpness. Similarly, each follow-up is an opportunity to refine and strengthen your argument, addressing concerns and reinforcing your key points. Furthermore, following up provides a chance to present additional information that might sway your audience's opinion. Think of it as building a house. The initial meeting lays the foundation, but the follow-up meetings add the bricks and mortar, gradually constructing a solid structure. Without these subsequent interactions, the foundation remains incomplete, and your persuasive efforts lack the necessary support to stand firm. It's essential to remain proactive, sending follow-up emails or making calls to keep the conversation alive and your audience engaged. Modern life is fast-paced and people are bombarded with information from all sides. In such an environment, your initial message can easily be overshadowed or forgotten. This is why follow-up is more crucial than ever. A timely follow-up not only keeps your message at the forefront of your audience's mind, but also demonstrates your dedication and reliability. As Aristotle aptly put it, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. By habitually following up, you cultivate an image of excellence and dependability, making your persuasive efforts more likely to succeed. Additionally, consider using each follow-up to build rapport and trust. Engaging your audience regularly allows you to understand their concerns and preferences better, tailoring your message to their needs and making it more compelling. This approach aligns with the wisdom of Epictetus, who taught that we should aim to understand rather than to be understood. By focusing on your audience's perspective, you can address their specific doubts and reinforce your message more effectively. To bring this into a modern context, let's say you're a manager trying to persuade your team to adopt a new workflow. After the initial presentation, follow up with individual team members to address their specific concerns and provide additional information tailored to their roles. This personalized approach not only shows that you value their input, but also helps them see the benefits of the new system from their perspective, increasing their willingness to embrace change. In conclusion, failing to follow up can severely undermine your persuasive efforts. By staying engaged, addressing concerns, and providing additional information, you reinforce your message and build the necessary trust and rapport to persuade effectively. Remember the words of Marcus Aurelius: "What we do now echoes in eternity." Your commitment to follow-up can leave a lasting impact, turning initial interest into lasting agreement. So, make follow-up a non-negotiable part of your persuasion strategy and watch your ability to influence others grow exponentially. Thank you for being part of today's video on common reasons why you fail to persuade others. Your participation in our community means a lot. Feel free to share your thoughts or simply comment, "I am learning" if you're new, or "I am persuasive" if you've been around. Your interaction is a great source of motivation for us. Let's continue this journey together, shall we? Handling conflict and difficult conversations, a Stoic approach. Conflict is a part of life, but how we handle it can make all the difference. Imagine transforming every heated argument or difficult conversation into an opportunity for growth and deeper understanding. With a Stoic approach, this becomes possible. This guide reveals 5 powerful Stoic strategies to help you navigate conflicts with grace and wisdom. Understanding the root of conflict, practicing empathy and active listening, maintaining emotional regulation, embracing silence and listening, and seeking solutions and compromises. By embracing these timeless principles, you can turn challenging situations into moments of connection and personal growth. One, understanding the root of conflict. Conflict is an inevitable part of human interaction, and understanding its root causes is crucial for resolution. Often, conflicts arise from misunderstandings, differing values, or unmet needs. By identifying these underlying issues, we can address the real problems rather than just the symptoms. In the realm of Stoicism, Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This quote encapsulates the Stoic approach to handling conflict. Focus on what you can control, your own thoughts and reactions. When conflicts arise, instead of reacting impulsively, take a moment to step back and consider the underlying factors. Are there misunderstandings that need to be clarified? Do the parties involved hold different values or priorities? Are there unmet needs or expectations fueling the tension? Understanding the root of conflict requires us to delve deeper into the situation and ask these critical questions. For example, if a disagreement arises at work, it might stem from differing approaches to a project, conflicting priorities, or a simple lack of communication. By pinpointing the root cause, you can address the specific issue rather than getting caught up in a heated argument. This approach not only resolves the immediate conflict, but also helps prevent future misunderstandings. The wisdom of Seneca also guides us here. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Often, our perceptions of conflict are magnified by our fears and anxieties. By focusing on the facts and seeking to understand the true source of discord, we can approach the situation more rationally and effectively. In practical terms, when you find yourself in a conflict, take a moment to breathe and reflect. Ask yourself what the core issue is and what needs or values are at play. Then, communicate openly and empathetically with the other party. Express your perspective clearly and listen actively to theirs. This kind of mindful communication can transform a potentially destructive conflict into a constructive dialogue. In modern life, we often rush through our interactions, missing the chance to truly understand each other. By slowing down and applying Stoic principles, we can handle conflicts with greater wisdom and compassion. This not only strengthens our relationships, but also fosters a more harmonious environment, whether at work, at home, or in our communities. Handling conflict with a Stoic mindset means embracing patience, clarity, and a focus on what we can control. It involves recognizing that conflicts are a natural part of life and an opportunity for growth. As Epictetus reminds us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. By understanding the root of conflict and approaching it with a calm and rational mind, we can navigate difficult conversations with grace and turn challenges into opportunities for deeper understanding and stronger connections. 2. Practicing empathy and active listening. Effective communication is essential for resolving conflicts. and practicing empathy and active listening is at the heart of this process. When we approach difficult conversations with empathy, we strive to genuinely understand the perspectives and emotions of others, which fosters a sense of connection and significantly reduces hostility. Empathy involves putting ourselves in someone else's shoes and appreciating their viewpoint, even if we don't necessarily agree with it. By doing so, we create a more collaborative and less confrontational atmosphere. Active listening, on the other hand, requires us to fully concentrate on the speaker, understanding their message, and responding thoughtfully. It means not just hearing the words, but also paying attention to the underlying emotions and intentions. This approach shows respect and validates the other person's feelings, making them feel heard and valued. Marcus Aurelius offers profound wisdom on this topic. Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize? This reflection not only encourages humility, but also fosters empathy, helping us navigate difficult conversations with a more open and understanding mindset. Think about a time when you felt truly listened to. How did it make you feel? This sense of being heard is powerful and can transform a conversation, especially in conflict situations. By actively listening, we acknowledge the other person's experience, which can de-escalate tensions and pave the way for more constructive dialogue. This practice also helps us become more self-aware and mindful of our own reactions and biases. How often do we rush to judgment without fully understanding the other person's perspective? By slowing down and listening more intently, we can avoid misunderstandings and build stronger, more respectful relationships. Incorporating these Stoic principles into our communication not only enhances our interactions but also contributes to our personal growth. It teaches us patience, compassion, and the importance of perspective. When we approach conflicts with the intent to understand rather than to win, we open the door to more meaningful and effective resolutions. This mindset shift can have a profound impact on our relationships, both personal and professional. Consider the next difficult conversation you might face. How can you apply empathy and active listening to navigate this interaction more effectively? Reflect on the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and ask yourself what you might need to change within yourself to better understand and connect with the other person. This introspection is a powerful tool in fostering more harmonious and productive communications. By practicing empathy and active listening, we not only resolve conflicts more effectively, but also cultivate deeper connections and mutual respect. This approach aligns with the core tenets of Stoicism, emphasizing the importance of inner reflection and personal virtue. How can you implement these practices in your daily life to improve your interactions and relationships? By continuously striving to understand and listen to others, we can create a more compassionate and understanding world. Three, maintaining emotional regulation. Maintaining emotional regulation is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, particularly in the face of conflict. The Stoics teach us that by controlling our emotions, especially during heated exchanges, we can navigate challenges more effectively and preserve our well-being. Imagine you're in a situation where a colleague unjustly criticizes your work. Instead of reacting with anger or defensiveness, you pause, take a deep breath, and think about your response. This simple act of pausing allows you to maintain your composure and address the issue calmly and rationally. This approach aligns with Seneca's wisdom. Anger, if not restrained, is frequently more hurtful to us than the injury that provokes it. By staying calm, you prevent the situation from escalating and protect your peace of mind. In modern life, we encounter numerous situations that test our emotional resilience. For instance, think about a scenario where you receive a harsh email from a client. Your immediate reaction might be to reply with equal harshness, but by applying Stoic principles, you instead choose to take a step back, breathe deeply, and consider the best course of action. This not only helps in diffusing the tension but also in maintaining a professional and constructive dialogue. Emotional regulation, as taught by the Stoics, isn't about suppressing feelings, but about acknowledging them and choosing not to be controlled by them. A story that illustrates this principle involves a successful entrepreneur who often faced criticism in high-stress situations. Instead of reacting impulsively, he practiced Stoic techniques like reframing negative thoughts and deep breathing. By doing so, he was able to stay focused and lead his company through turbulent times, earning respect from his peers and employees. This story shows that maintaining emotional control can lead to better decision-making and stronger relationships. One powerful technique is reframing negative thoughts. When faced with adversity, instead of viewing it as a setback, consider it a challenge to overcome. This shift in perspective can reduce the emotional impact and help you focus on solutions rather than problems. Deep breathing exercises can also be incredibly effective. By concentrating on your breath, you can calm your nervous system and regain control over your emotions. As you navigate through life's conflicts, ask yourself, how can I apply Stoic principles to remain calm and composed? Reflect on times when you allowed your emotions to dictate your actions and consider how a different response could have altered the outcome. By practicing these techniques, you can develop a habit of emotional regulation that serves you well in both personal and professional settings. Ultimately, the lesson here is clear. By maintaining control over our emotions, we not only preserve our inner peace but also enhance our ability to handle conflicts constructively. The Stoics remind us that while we cannot control external events, we can control our responses. This empowerment is the key to navigating difficult conversations and maintaining harmonious relationships. So the next time you find yourself in a conflict, remember the wisdom of Seneca and the power of staying calm. Embrace these practices, and you'll find yourself more resilient and capable of handling whatever comes your way. How will you implement these strategies in your daily life to better manage conflicts and emotional challenges? If you've watched up to this point, you're already on the path to mastering conflict and handling difficult conversations with grace and wisdom. Comment below with Stoic strength to affirm your commitment to these transformative techniques. Don't go anywhere. There's still a wealth of knowledge we want to share with you in this video. Stay until the end to uncover the secrets that will empower you to navigate any conversation with confidence and calm. 4. Embrace silence and listening. In the heat of conflict and difficult conversations, silence and listening become powerful tools. Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "It is better to be silent than to dispute with the ignorant." When emotions run high, it's tempting to react impulsively, but the Stoic approach urges us to embrace silence and listen actively. In conflicts, speaking impulsively can exacerbate the situation, while listening can provide valuable insights and diffuse tension. Silence gives us time to process our thoughts and emotions, allowing for more considered responses. It also shows respect for the other person's viewpoint, fostering a more open and honest dialogue. By practicing the art of silence, we can create space for reflection and understanding, making it easier to navigate conflicts with patience and wisdom. By listening, we gain a deeper understanding of the other person's perspective and create a space for thoughtful responses rather than emotional reactions. This practice aligns with the Stoic virtue of temperance, which emphasizes self-control and moderation. Listening with empathy does not mean agreeing, but rather showing respect and acknowledging the other's feelings and viewpoints. This approach can de-escalate tension and pave the way for a more constructive dialogue. By prioritizing silence and active listening, we can navigate conflicts more effectively and maintain our inner tranquility. Embracing silence and listening in moments of conflict is a practice steeped in wisdom and practicality. The philosopher Epictetus once advised, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This simple yet profound observation underscores the importance of listening more and speaking less, especially in heated exchanges. When emotions flare, our instinct might be to defend ourselves or argue our point aggressively. However, the Stoic approach encourages us to take a step back, breathe, and choose silence over hasty words. Silence is not a sign of weakness, but a strategic pause that allows us to gather our thoughts, calm our emotions, and approach the conversation with a clearer mind. This pause can prevent misunderstandings and reduce the likelihood of escalating the conflict. Active listening, on the other hand, is about fully engaging with the other person's words and emotions. It involves paying attention not just to what is being said, but also to the underlying feelings and concerns. This level of attentiveness demonstrates respect and can disarm even the most contentious adversary. By showing that we value their perspective, we can encourage a more open and honest dialogue. This does not mean we have to agree with everything they say, but acknowledging their point of view can create a bridge of understanding. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, highlighted the importance of this approach when he said, "If you want to be loved, love." This principle can be applied to communication as well. If you want to be heard, first listen. In modern life, where conflicts can arise in personal relationships, at work, or even in social interactions, applying these Stoic principles can lead to more peaceful and productive outcomes. Imagine being in a heated argument with a colleague. Instead of reacting defensively, you choose to remain silent and listen intently. This not only diffuses the immediate tension, but also shows your colleague that you respect their viewpoint, making it easier to find a mutually acceptable solution. Moreover, this practice can help you maintain your composure and prevent unnecessary stress, contributing to overall well-being. In conclusion, the power of silence and active listening in handling conflicts cannot be overstated. By incorporating these Stoic practices into our daily lives, we can foster better relationships, reduce misunderstandings, and approach difficult conversations with calmness and clarity. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, true strength lies in mastering our reactions, not in overpowering others with words. Five, seeking solutions and compromises. When dealing with conflict, the primary objective should be to find solutions that are mutually acceptable. This often necessitates compromise and a readiness to look beyond our own perspectives. Engaging in collaborative problem-solving can lead to more sustainable and satisfying outcomes for everyone involved. This approach aligns well with the Stoic principle of justice, which Marcus Aurelius eloquently articulated. The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. By prioritizing fairness and seeking win-win solutions, we can resolve conflicts in a manner that not only strengthens relationships, but also promotes harmony. One of the key aspects of addressing conflict effectively is to approach the situation with a mindset geared towards finding a resolution that benefits all parties. This requires empathy and a genuine effort to understand the other person's point of view. The Stoic approach encourages us to maintain our composure and focus on what we can control, our reactions and attitudes. Compromise is often seen as a sign of weakness, but in reality, it is a demonstration of strength and wisdom. It shows that we value the relationship more than the need to be right. This doesn't mean we should concede on our core values, but rather find common ground where possible. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one, Marcus Aurelius advised. By embodying the virtues of a good person, patience, understanding, and fairness, we set a positive example and create an environment conducive to resolving conflicts amicably. Another essential element in handling conflict is to maintain respect and kindness, even when disagreements become heated. The Stoic philosopher Seneca noted, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." This reminds us to focus on the bigger picture and the long-term health of our relationships rather than short-term victories. By treating others with respect, we demonstrate our commitment to justice and fairness, which can diffuse tension and lead to more constructive conversations. As we navigate through conflicts, it's important to remember that the goal is not to win an argument, but to reach a resolution that is beneficial for all. This often involves looking at the situation from a broader perspective and considering the long-term consequences of our actions. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury, said Marcus Aurelius. By rising above petty disputes and focusing on fair and just solutions, we not only resolve the immediate conflict but also build stronger, more resilient relationships. In conclusion, handling conflict and difficult conversations requires a balanced approach of empathy, fairness, and a willingness to compromise. By applying the Stoic principles of justice and maintaining our composure, we can navigate these challenges effectively. What strategies have you found most effective in resolving conflicts? How can we apply these Stoic teachings to improve our interactions with others? Reflecting on these questions can help deepen our understanding and enhance our ability to handle difficult situations with grace and wisdom. As we conclude this video on mastering the art of persuasion and handling conflict, let's recap the key points we've discussed. We've explored the psychological principles behind human behavior that allow you to influence others effectively and navigate complex situations with finesse. From validating emotions and utilizing the law of contrast to harnessing the power of touch and the significance of a genuine smile, each technique is designed to enhance your communication skills and build meaningful connections. Incorporating these principles into your daily life can lead to personal growth and greater happiness. By practicing empathy, active listening, and maintaining emotional regulation, you can handle conflicts with grace and wisdom. Remember, the goal is to foster genuine relationships built on mutual respect and understanding. We hope you found these insights valuable and are inspired to apply them in your interactions. How will you start implementing these strategies in your life? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to Stoic in Your Life for more insights on Stoicism and personal growth. Let's continue this journey together, embracing the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy to lead a more fulfilling life. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.